Hey everyone, welcome back to the LRM Mitten Podcast. It's been a minute, but we're so glad you're here. There's lots to catch up on, from what's new in the shop and in the dye studio to projects we've started and maybe finished. Grab your knitting and let's dive in.
You're such a brat. I am such a brat, sorry.
Okay. Hello, welcome everybody.
Welcome. That was crazy. Okay.
So it's been a
Have
while.
you shown that finished?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I finished this. FOs. Guess we're doing FOs.
We starting with FOs?
We are now.
Cool.
I know. Nope. I just smashed the table. No, I don't think I have. I have shared it. Like I've worn it in the store and I've shared it on my Instagram, so some people may have seen it. But
So pretty.
anyway, Shirt of Fire and Ice, my test knit that I was doing. Same on the back. Made out of lino cot, which is behind us here. I think I only used, I don't know, I'd have to look at it. I used 2 and 2. So that's one FO that I have.
So are we actually doing that then?
Why not? We're just going to jump right in.
Jump right in. I really haven't knit much. It's been how long since we recorded?
Probably 4 weeks. Because we should have recorded before we went to Montreal, and it's been 2 weeks since Montreal. So it might have been 5 weeks.
I finished these socks, so I'd shown, this one has been shown finished, and I finished the second one. I should put it on the blocker. I did it opposite, just backwards, I think, but I haven't messed it up.
That would be awful if you messed it up. Good.
No. Okay, good. That would be horrible.
The worst.
Yeah. Worst thing that could ever happen.
You'd have to undo it and everything. Nope.
There. Now it's on a sock blocker. And this one's been on a sock blocker, so it's nice and flat.
Did you do anything to that one? Or did you just put on the sock blocker?
It was blocked. Like
It was
wet,
damp.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, so I'll block this one.
They're so fun.
2. So that's my FO.
Any other FOs?
No.
I have one more FO.
Wash this. I spilled something on this sock.
Did you?
Yeah,
On the one that
there's actually quite a bit.
What did you do?
I can't remember one of my cups into a project bag because that's dumb.
Yeah,
When I remembered,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
but I didn't realize it got on that much of it. So hopefully
Hopefully it just comes out when you, like, block it. If you
Yeah.
don't, like, soak it or whatever.
it should be fine. Oh yeah, that. Cool. Show it.
I don't even think anybody saw it to begin with. Maybe I did some
You
squares.
showed some of the beginning of it.
It's finished.
Did we get a picture of you in it? A good one?
No. Wait till later. So, front and back. All you and Roxy. It's fun. No, okay, so I used a pattern for the, like, main square. It came from the No Shades of Grey. There's a crochet version and a knit version, like a cardigan that they make. And then somebody had made a knit version of the vest that I was inspired by. And so then I kind of used her. She had some details on her thing. So I just kind of picked up and joined here. I must have seamed it, I think, here, right? And did the same kind of things. I just did some stuff. Oh, somewhere there's short rows up at the top, maybe. And then the bottom I did, like, I don't know if you can really see it. There's like single crochets at the bottom and they go into like half doubles or doubles or something like that. So it brought in a little bit more down here. So there's a little bit more space up there. But yeah, it's finished. All done. Blocked. I wore it at Knit City, Montreal. One of the squares, I think it's this one, is not so straight. The other one, yeah, this one's straighter. I don't know why. I think maybe I was more careful. This is the second one that I made. And I was more careful with how I did it. I don't know. I could try maybe just wetting the other side and blocking it and pin it, right? Because it's hard to block both sides at the same time.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That's fun.
is my
How many colors are in there?
Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to count them later. Lots.
All of your sock colors, except for that one instead of the other one, and then 2 more, I think. 3 more? 4 more. I don't know. I'll have to count them. I want to say 7, maybe 9. Because I had some colors at home and I had to buy some, like, more to finish. Because I started with minis. But that obviously wasn't enough. But that's what I had to start with. So that's finished. And I'm sure that was a cast on. Like, I'm sure we showed it, but I don't know if it's been 5 weeks.
I think you showed the beginning of it. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know nothing anymore. Don't even have good notes in here. Doesn't say anything on here about, like, cast-ons from, like, last episode. Well, it says episode 7, so that would have been, like, the last one I think that we did.
Yeah, it's not a date, though.
Cast-ons with my crochet vest, so I did show that one. So, yeah. Anyway. Cast-ons? Do you have any cast-ons?
No. Depends how you count things. No.
Well.
Do you have any cast-ons?
I do, but I can't show it to you. Look, I cast on a pair of socks.
I guess I technically.
Okay, I'll do it this way. I cast on a pair of socks.
They're those colors?
They're these colors. They're a secret test knit, so I can't show you. But I have about maybe this much ribbing left to do. Like, stuff. Like
toe up?
Yeah, it's toe up, so I have, like, the leg and then, like, the cuff or whatever. So, but I did it in Rosy and Don't Talk to Me.
So that's the only cast on you have?
It's the only cast on I have, and that I can't show you, I think, until, like, August. I think it's when it gets released. It's like a set of patterns or something like that that's coming out. I don't know anything else than that.
Okay, so I guess I do have a cast on because I didn't show it in the FOs because it was a cast on, and it's not a whip, so it's an FO cast on, and it just needs trimmed. I like to ignore these. It's all totally woven in.
That's the best part. They're actually woven in and they're not cut.
And blocked. It's done.
Nice. It's so soft.
Yeah, I wish you could feel this through the TV. Through the TV? Through the screen?
Some people watch it through the TV.
You don't watch it on the TV. That's too big. Anyway, this is the Muscle Burrow hat by Ysolda Teague, the pattern, and it is. I did it with Slub and Suri held together.
It's delightful.
It is such a pleasure. Oh my gosh, so soft.
It's gonna be the softest hat for the cold weather. Warmest hat.
So the colors, this was just Leo Slub with Lucky Charms mohair.
It's really cute.
Yeah. It came together really quick too. So yeah.
What needle size did you use? Do you know?
4. I happen to know. That's a chance. By chance.
Any whips?
I have one whip here to show.
I also only have one whip. I forgot my other one. I don't it's been so long since we've recorded. I have no idea what I cast on, what I've worked on. I don't think I've done a lot.
I've done a lot in bursts since we last recorded, since it's been a while. And actually, we might have recorded once since I worked on this.
Don't know.
And I just didn't show it.
Well, maybe, yeah.
At our flock together at the end of April, I pulled this sweater back out.
You might have recorded just before flock.
Yeah. And I worked on it that weekend. So I was down here on the back. Sorry, you cannot see.
Where your arms were, right?
Cannot see that. I was like here or so on the back, so I worked all the way up the back and joined the shoulders. And then I haven't touched it again since walk.
So what's left on it now?
Sleeves, little short,
just a little bit
chunky,
of like
chunky sleeve
of the pattern, and then...
it's a bit of the pattern.
Okay.
It's a couple repeats of the pattern, but like it hits like just below the elbow, and they're big and chunky, no decreases or anything. And then I think it's just a little garter band. I think you pick up and you just do a few rows of garter.
Oh, like, because that's what you're, like, that's kind of what this,
Yeah.
to finish that, because that's already done.
Yeah, just to finish it. And then it's just an open cardigan. And the optional pockets, patch pockets. Remember I started them to do embroidery on, for the embroidery on your knits class.
Did you were just doing them plain? Like, are they just knit?
They're crochet.
Oh, right.
Because you can do a knit or a crocheted one. So I thought I would do a crocheted one up quickly so I could embroider on it.
Yeah.
So it has a little bit of embroidery on it. I don't know if I'll use it or not, because I'd have to finish the embroidery and finish the pocket.
But the nice thing is that you can finish the sweater and then add that on later whenever it's finished.
Yeah, add it as a bonus. So yeah, I pulled this out, worked on it for those 2 or 3 days.
But like if you worked on it again for like 2 or 3 days, it'd be done.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's if you had 2 or 3 days to work on it.
So that was it was a significant amount of knitting.
Yeah.
But in the amount of time we've been away, I feel like I really haven't knit that much. It was just like I got a bunch accomplished.
Yeah.
When I worked on this, then finishing the sock just was easy to pick up and do. And then the hat was a cast on and a finish, and it came together in about.
Did you have that
in about a week?
Did you start? No, you didn't.
I started it before Montreal, but like. Just like a few days before, and then I brought it with me as my project, and finished it there. But yeah, those were the sock, the end of the sock, and this were the only projects I had with me in Montreal, and I had them both finished before we came back, like on the way back, which is actually impressive for travel knitting. Either you bring way too much and don't touch any of it. Yeah. No, that's usually my only option. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever had too little. This could have been too little if we actually spent a lot of time knitting, which we did.
But we spent more time knitting this time than we did any other time. Right? Like, we did actually spend like 2 nights.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe even 3 nights. Not very long, but we did spend some time.
My option would have been, like, because I didn't bring anything else, would have been, I have all of these colors, I had all these colors with me, would be to cast on another sock and do something different. Which I think I originally said when I started these was I was going to see how many different socks I could get from that bundle.
Yeah. Or wasn't there something else you were going to make with the leftover minis?
I think I thought of other stuff after, because my brain cannot keep... So there was a couple other things I've thought of doing with it, but I was going to see how many socks I could get with that set of minis and the one skein of. So maybe I will cast on another pair of socks.
That'd be fun to see, right? Like, but that's, you have 6 colors. That's 220 grams of yarn.
Yeah.
Right. So you like
almost 240.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. So you should be able to do at least 2 pairs. If not,
I think I could do 3.
Yeah.
I haven't weighed anything. The minis look like the full size. I could grab them and maybe weigh them. Maybe that will.
Yeah, because you don't, like, there are only a couple stripes, right? Like you have 6 stripes in there, so it doesn't take.
So 12 stripes, 12 total for the whole sock. Yeah. Of each color. Yeah, I don't think it took much. Maybe I'll grab them and weigh them while we're doing this. But the little balls look whole, basically. So, yeah. that is all of my knitting. I have 2 other projects here just because they were with my stuff, but I haven't done anything on them, so I will wait until I make progress to show them again.
Yeah, I think I only brought one thing to Montreal with me. I think I only brought my socks.
Working on those socks.
And then I think I brought some extra balls so I could make hearts, like crocheted hearts at the booth or whatever. But then I ended up not doing that. Mm-hmm. I feel like there was something else I was working on, but I think it was just the socks. I don't know. I moved everything around before we left, and so now I can't find anything. And I have to put everything away, so.
I need to go through my Ravelry and find all my projects again. I can't believe it's already gotten out of hand.
Yeah, I'll be back. I need to go into Ravelry and finish, like, updating and stuff, because, like, there's a bunch of projects on there that I've done that I haven't finished.
Yeah, I need to know. I have no idea where I'm at right now. Yeah. I was doing good for the first part of the year, keeping track.
Yeah.
And now
I don't know. So at Knit City Montreal, I wasn't going to buy any yarn. I know. But I bought a pair of shoes. And so then I had to find yarn to match. So I bought these 2. So from Rose Hill Yarns and New Mana Yarns. I think they're going to be great. I might make 2 pairs, which is ambitious, but because I seem to be out of my sock knitting phase. And I might do like opposite colors. So this one main and then some accent colors in this, and then this one main and accent colors in this. I think that is the plan. I have an idea in my head, but I need to finish my other things first.
You talking to yourself?
I am talking to myself. So, matchy.
That's fine.
I think this one goes nice with that, and this one will go nice with that. I don't have any pulled them out of anything. Now we're gone. So that I also bought earrings there. Like the last day, there's like earrings everywhere, so I went and found a bunch of earrings. And I forgot my note card.
You talked about what you bought?
Yeah.
So what did I buy when we were away? I bought
nothing.
Shoes. I bought shoes.
Yes,
too.
I bought another pair of shoes. I didn't. Yeah, 2 pairs of shoes.
I wore them at the show.
I wore mine. Other ones at the show.
Yeah. But I haven't worn them.
I think I maybe wore them one day here. I might not have, because I don't think Pam's seen any of them, and she commented my post yesterday. She's like, "You better bring those in." So, my other thing that I worked on in between was this, and I don't know why I only did half and half. Anyway, it's my
half and half
hook, line, and tinker embroidery, which I've had for a long time. Mm-hmm. And a couple weeks ago, were we talking about it? And I put in my phone. I was like a reminder for 8:00. Go and get your embroidery. And then I was a second reminder, no, seriously, get up and go get your embroidery. And I never did.
You and I talked about pulling these out again. I don't know if we talked about setting a reminder or anything like that. I just remember talking about that we should pull them out and do them. So we both started these at completely different times. Jillian started hers actually before I got one. But we both did choose owl ones. And I started this maybe in the fall, early fall or summer.
Did you? Yeah,
could have been up to this time last year, but no further back than that.
That's cute.
And I literally maybe before I pulled it out again this week, I had this green and part of this green, and then I finished this green and did some yellow stuff. I just like to be all over the.
That's what I'm like. I'm on like, well, I only did one bird, right? Well, except for the French knots that kind of went across over here, but like, I guess it makes sense. You're doing what part in a, like a section at a time or whatever. Yeah. So
like my instructions are probably the same as yours. It says to do all the satin stitch first.
Oh, I don't read the instructions.
So yeah, like I had started with that, and like this isn't satin stitch, but like I could do all the satin stitch in this area and then do the outline if I want to, right? So I think that's why I think that's why I probably won't do the satin stitch across the entire thing.
See, yours is right because you have 2 spots like that, right? Mine's supposed to be like that too, but it's missing a line. Mm-hmm. I was looking at this morning and I was like, that's not right.
And on the picture it shows it?
Of course it's in here. Yeah, see, it's got double.
Well, you might just have to add it.
Yeah, which is fine, like I can do. So that's what mine should look like later.
I can pull mine out.
Angry owls. It's really fun to do. Yeah.
So that one's mine. I got the green one. I think there's 4 different owl ones. So I got the great horned owl. You have angry owls. Is that what it's called?
Oh, burrowing owls.
there's a snowy owl, and I can't remember, but I think there's 4 of the owl in the owl series. What made us pull this out is that we just ordered more hook, line, and tinker kits for the shop, and they're on their way here. So we were like, oh, yeah, because you haven't worked on yours in.
Oh, like I'll have to go back and look in my Instagram because that's about but probably when we first got them. Maybe the second time we updated them or something like that, but it's been a long time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the owls weren't in the first orders we had from her, but yeah.
But I did all of this, which isn't a lot, I guess, but I did a bunch of that this morning. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it didn't take long.
No,
it didn't take me the stuff I did.
Which is just ridiculous that I have not finished this.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish it.
So before I pick up any other projects between my sock that I have to finish.
I think I do need to count this in my whips, my knitting whips, because it's just as easy. Not for every situation for me. Knitting a sock is definitely easier, but if I'm gonna set myself any rules about not starting something new or whatever until this counts as a whip.
I swallowed air or some kind of bug. It came out of nowhere. Okay. Shall we show? What do you want to show next?
This is what I wanted to look for. So, all the hook, line, and tinker kits have a level. Is that what they're called? Whatever. So this one's an ambitious, beginner friendly. So I am definitely a beginner embroiderer for sure. I wonder if I started this after.
Mine is also the same.
They have the same stitches. I wonder if I started this after the Flock Together in the fall and the embroidery on knits class, because I did take the embroidery on knits class, so 2 hours or whatever with Julie, and worked on that patch that could possibly be the pocket for that sweater. Right. And so I might have started this just after that. Yeah. I also might have started it in anticipation of the class. Either way.
At the same time.
I do think it was the fall. That was because that was end of September, that class. All right. Yeah, what else do we want to show? So there hasn't been a lot going on around here, I don't think, since we've...
No, we had Flock Together, and I don't know if we talked about that or not.
Yeah.
I feel like we maybe recorded before, but I'd have to look at a calendar to see.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it, like that it was coming up, like we shared about it.
Yeah.
Whether we talked about how it went or anything, I don't know. Do we have the fall one booked?
We do.
So, so we had Flock Together the end of April. We had 3 different classes going on, and then just some community time, knit together, crochet together, whatever time.
Yeah, just casual sitting, knitting.
Very casual.
Or whatever you're working on.
And we just rented space at the Holiday Inn here in town. And we had quite a few people come and get hotel rooms and stay, or if they were local, just come out for the day and then come back the next day. It was a lot of fun. And while we were there talking with everybody, we planned the fall one and the things we want to do. So more information about it will be coming out, but it's for Friday, October 3rd, Saturday the 4th,
and then the 5th.
So
3rd to the 5th of October.
Yeah.
The listing is on the website, but it just has details right now because I don't have tickets up and we don't know what classes yet.
Yeah.
So more of that information will be coming. You can book your hotel room though. The link is up there. So if you're wanting to and you know you're coming and you want to get that out of the way,
might be able to get a better deal this far in advance.
That link is up. But otherwise, that's all the information we have so far. Class info will come soon. But
we have a lot of good ideas for that one.
Yeah.
That was 16.
Any guesses? 16?
Can't see what I'm doing with my hands at all.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. There you go.
So 16 grams in this one. I'm going to weigh each color just for funsies.
So we've had Flock Together and then
16.
Nothing else really around here.
Yeah, so this time of year is really quiet.
Yeah.
So
oh no.
So there really hasn't been anything going on around the store. There have been a few classes, mostly beginner level stuff. I think. Yeah. Beginner crochet, beginner knitting.
Yeah, right now, everything else kind of. So we had, beginner crochet happened. Beginner knitting is next week. So I don't know how many spots are left in that. I'd have to look, but. And then.
Like the weekend or?
It's on Wednesday, I think.
Okay.
And then spinning on a wheel was last Saturday and this Saturday, and that was really cool. When I came in, I wish I'd come in earlier and brought my wheel, because even just listening to her, Amy's a great teacher, and even just listening to her talk, right? You learn so much, even from like a little bit of stuff. She's really like detailed without being like overly detailed. Like it's just, anyway. And then I don't think there's any other classes after Knitting 101. There might be a Crochet 102, but I'm not sure. And then we'll still trying to see if we can get a couple classes for the summer.
For the summer, some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Like wet felting.
I'd like some sort of felting ones. Maybe. Oh yeah, yeah.
See what we can pull together. We've had a couple ideas.
Worldwide Knit in Public Day is coming up.
2 weeks.
So the 14th of June. So we're set to have fun that day. Hopefully the weather will be nice.
Yeah.
And then bring your lawn chairs, come and sit and knit or crochet or whatever outside.
Spin, please. Yeah. That would be fun.
they'll have some games going on, prizes.
We're gonna do potluck. We used to do that pre-COVID and haven't done it since. So we're gonna do that again. You can.
It doesn't have to be big things.
You can do individual things if and there'll be plates and cutlery and everything available. But that was always fun. There was always so much good stuff. But through the COVID times, I just did I would provide some hand snacky kind of things that. But I think it will be nice to do that again. Our customers always bring the best stuff. It always is the best.
Yeah. And that day, Pam, who works in the store and also dyes for Firefly Haven Fibre, is having her 1-year anniversary trunk show that day as well. So she's got, I don't know the numbers, so don't quote me on this, but 10 or something new semi-solids, maybe 12, I don't remember. There's a picture on her Instagram page. And then a couple coordinating 12. Variegateds to kind of go with them. So I don't know.
Her new palette is awesome. You haven't seen any of them yet. They're all maybe sneak peek pictures, but so
if you go on her, if you check her Instagram out, which is just Firefly Haven Fibre, she has a picture of the minis that she did in those semi-solids. Yeah. So she's got her 1-year anniversary. She had her trunk show I guess a year ago. It was end of June, I think, last year for her first show, launching it, I guess.
It's been a good year. It's exciting.
Ooh, and she has a new base, I think she's maybe launching.
I already forget.
I think it's DK.
Maybe.
And her post might say it. I typed that anyway. So that's
I know she was dying
to.
on the sock and the minis and the silk merino. Anyway, should be a really good time. So if you're local or you want to make a trip of it, come out.
She's planning on having kits for a scarf pattern.
Oh, yeah, that's
for her 12 mini colors. And then a new DK base of 75-25.
Nice.
So that's something new from her. I could not find my post of my owl, so I don't know when I did it.
So I hope you guys have a lot of fun at Worldwide Knit in Public Day. I won't be here. I am taking Leo and Roxy to a Fibre Festival, a new Fibre Festival in New Brunswick for the 15th, so the Sunday. So I won't be here on the 14th. So you won't be here either.
I won't be here either.
But Angie and Pam will be here.
Yeah.
Come and support them. Come and support Pam's trunk show. And we will...
They do great.
We will have put all our skills into getting it ready before we both take off for different things. But we were both so excited to be here for a Worldwide Knit in Public Day too, because for the last couple years, we've been at Kawartha,
which is also fun, but still,
but I loved our Worldwide Knit in Public Day here. Yeah. So. And I'm excited to do the Fibre Festival in New Brunswick too. The Maritimes are home to me, and I'm really excited to get out there for a little break. So, a little show break. But also Worldwide Knit Public Day too. So anyway, next year, out there. Maybe next year
you can do Worldwide Knit Public Day out there somewhere.
Yeah, but I know. It's not the same. It was exciting to try to get this one, going again, and
I was like, yay,
and be here for it.
Yeah. Oh well. Maybe next year.
They've existed here at the shop, but you and I have had shows.
We'll have a redo in the summer. Yeah. We'll pick another date and have just her own.
St. Thomas wide, Talbot Street wide Knit in Public Day. Yeah. People might not be doing it all over the world, but as we all know,
we'll have a little red mitten.
We knit in public all the time, and
Liam and Roxy.
It's not like it's a.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a shame thing for us. We're constantly knitting in fun.
We did that a couple years ago where we went out and took some photos of us knitting different places. We should try and make sure that we take pictures of us throughout the summer of like us doing whatever crafts it is out in the public this year.
That's mostly where I noticed it when it spilled.
What?
Anyway, I got like some stain on I'll probably just...
I hope it comes out. Like,
it better come out of the sock, yeah. It's barely noticeable on the sock, really. Like, it won't be at the end of the world. But I think it's however it oxidized. Because I do think it was just my magnesium drink, which is clear. So I think it's just how it oxidized. There's a little, like,
it's hard to see
orangey stains on the yarn. We'll find it public day. I lost my train of thought. Got distracted by stains on the yarn.
We're supposed to be starting a scrappy knit along. But unfortunately, I don't have any more details about that. It was supposed to start after Worldwide Knit and Public Day. It might have to wait a little bit longer. We'll see. We have to sit down and just figure out the details of it. Because I'd like it to be like, I want to say like a physical meetup knit along kind of thing, part of it, right?
Yeah. So. Yeah, I've wanted to do this again for a couple of years. I've been wanting to do it. We did a scrappy knit along here, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was before me, so it would have been like 5.
It would have been before the pandemic then. 2019. Anyway, so look for details on that though. We've been...
It won't come out in this newsletter. It'll come out in like the mid-month newsletter probably, but it'll probably end up being shared on Instagram, social media before that if we have the details ready. I think that's all. Oh, what else for the like events coming up and stuff like that? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we are closed the first,
like the 30th, the week of Canada Day.
So the first week of July, really.
Yeah. So it's June 30th to, well, it's June 29th is the Sunday to July.
Okay, so yeah, we're open on our Saturday the 28th.
And then we reopen.
And then we don't reopen until Wednesday the 9th of July.
Yeah. That's always tricky.
So we're closed for 4 extra days, but because we're only open 4 days a week, it
seems longer, yeah.
Yeah, it seems longer, which we've done this for the last...
like 2 or 3 years?
2 or 3 years.
Might be
at
3.
For the first week of July.
Yeah.
For us to get our break and usually to do some inventory or shop maintenance stuff. So with that being said, in that we do have all sorts of stuff on our clearance page.
Yes.
And new things will be being added. If you've been in the store lately, stock is going down, which is what happens at this time of year before all our fall stuff starts arriving in the summer. So that's the other reason for having that shut down in July, is to do inventory, get stuff cleaned up, and make space for the influx of stuff that comes in August, September. And we've got most of that planned. Mm-hmm. There's still some things to curate, I guess. Seek out, find a couple different, to fill a couple different holes of things we would like to see in the store. But there's some exciting new stuff coming for sure. I'm excited about some of it.
Yes.
We're not going to tell any secrets right now.
We're not going to tell any secrets?
I don't think so. We'll wait until we have a little bit more to share.
I'm just trying to find a photo. You don't want to share secrets? You don't want to share this?
That one? Yeah.
It's part of our Montreal trip.
I'm such a goofball. Okay.
All right. No secrets spilled.
So, as you got a sneak peek, I weighed all my minis from my socks. So they are all 15, 16, 17 grams. So I used 5 grams not even, but 5 grams each, a quarter.
Yeah, that's what you
a quarter of these, and then half of my big ball. So I could make those socks again and still have half of the minis left.
Okay, so half of the minis, so that's 10 grams, and there's 6 colors, so that's 60 grams. So you can make shorties.
Yeah.
Stripey shorties.
If I was to do it that way. So we'll see how I break it up or stripe them up. But
like if you were like making another full size and that
so
like
those
you
ones,
should be able to.
I should be able to do a full size, 2 sets of full size socks. We'll see. I think I'm going to actually do it. Mm-hmm. This will be my summer sock knitting thing. 2 sets of full size socks and a set of minis or shorties from a mini skein set, 6 minis and a full size skein.
I guess you could do like 2 shorter ones that are like this.
These are longer than my normal socks because I just started my striping sequence randomly, and to get it to end where I wanted it to, this foot's a little longer than I normally would do my socks. They fit me fine. I just went into the decreases faster and whatever. But this foot is a little longer, and the leg is probably my average. Maybe they look maybe a little longer than I normally do.
Maybe, but
like I used to kind of have a certain amount of rows-ish that I would do for the length of the leg. But I just kind of go until I'm bored.
You need to finish up. Oh crap. That clock is wrong.
Yeah, so like it's a little it looks a little wider, but it's not. That's no, I might have done these ones a few stitches.
You might, but also these ones they were on blockers, but maybe not the bigger blockers,
they might not
right?
Have been, yeah, the larger blockers. So the leg's a little shorter and the foot is a little shorter. So it's a little bit. We'll just see. I'm just going to make them and see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I would do this leg just a little shorter, and I definitely do the foot about a little shorter. So I can do either 2 mid-length, 2 more mid-length, or a full length and a pair of shorties.
Yeah.
So I'll just have to decide how I'm playing with color. Dropping things everywhere. Okay, we do need to open the store, so we need to wrap up. Leo and Roxy has a new release. Do you want to talk about it for me?
So the one for April shawl that was designed by Fatima Hines, who is now in Vancouver. You talked to her.
I talked to her at Vancouver, Calgary. Nope. Knit City, Calgary. A mix of Knit City, Vancouver. And I met her at Knit City, Calgary last summer. And we talked about doing a collaboration. Yeah, you can hold it up. And so she designed this shawl with Leo and Roxy. And it has slub and...
It's going to be hard to show you pictures.
These colors can be hard with the camera. But with slub and one skein of sock and one skein of slub.
Yep. So you've got like stockinette. There's a little bit of a lace pattern with slub. There's some, I think they're like, I don't want to say slip stitches, but there's some different work here and with both colors. And then again, your lace and your stockinette. Mm-hmm. So kits are up on the website.
Yes.
In a couple different colorways. You could always make your own with one skein of slub and one skein of sock. But yeah, then it's got the nice cable down the middle as well. Really so the pattern is available only on our website right now. But you'll see that. So if you type in one for April, the kits and the pattern will show up.
So that's really exciting. We're excited to dig into that one more and share it.
Yep. And then the last thing, the last exciting thing.
Officially this morning, as we are recording, and a couple days ago, as you guys watch this, or months ago, as you guys watch this, I re-released Marled Sock and Marled Sock sets. They've been on hold for a little over a year now. Mm-hmm. Or but it's always been in high demand, and got the chance to get it back in stock. Go Jillian with your long fingers, you got that. So we've got 6 colors up on the site, on Leo and Roxy's site right now, of the sock sets. Did we bring any of the old marled socks?
I was going to grab one, and then I forgot when I back to the back room, and I was like, I don't know.
I want to make a new one. But,
out of this color? Just kidding.
This color?
Oh, pink, because that's what the sample, I think, is in.
No, this one,
yes.
probably.
I still have a pair of marled socks, so like,
oh, really?
This is the one that I will do.
It's so soft. It's so soft. Anyway, what we when I released this originally in 2020, we had we have our what do we call it? The daily works, our daily work sock.
So it was the anniversary.
It was called the anniversary work sock at the time, as a pattern for this. But it's a sock set. You got 2 minis, and these are 75 grams of marled, and
it was a little bit different than last time.
If you go on Ravelry and you look under Leo and Roxy yarn and under the marled sock, you'll see everybody's projects that they've made with the marled, and tons of those socks are really nice. Anyway, it's back, and there's regular skeins too for making garments or whatever. So anyway, it's back up on the website, and we're excited about it. I really want to make another pair. I haven't knit with it in a while. Well, maybe we'll put a link here for some of the other stuff. We have sweaters and other things that we made in it over the last few years, so we'll show that.